If you're tired of babysitting schedules, chasing your crews, or even wondering, where did my profit go? And be assured you're not alone in business. Today, I'm going to show you how dispatch and employee management software can turn all of that chaos into predictable, profitable order. Because let's be honest, if your crews are showing up at the wrong address, even missing jobs, or texting you every 5 minutes, but the problem isn't your people, it's the systems you're using. Now, I've worked with many service businesses for well over 25 years, companies of all different sizes in all different industries. And the ones that can actually scale their business, what I've learned is they're not working harder, they're actually working smarter with systems that do the heavy lifting for them. So today I'm going to show you 4 different modern ways that dispatch software can transform your service business, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, step by step. Let's dive into it. Let's address the first way. Control equals profit. Now, most people think that scheduling is just about avoiding double bookings. That's not the case at all. Scheduling is about control, knowing in real time whether each job is making you money or losing you money. Now, picture this scenario. You quote a $5,000 cleaning job, and you think it's going to take your guy 8 hours. Well, you're 12 hours into it. Guess what? You're losing money. The sad part is you won't even know that until payroll hits a couple weeks later. That stings. So modern dispatch software like Solvpro changes that scenario completely. You enter your billable rate, what you actually charge the client, and your labor costs, what the worker actually costs you. And the system does the heavy lifting. The system should instantly show you your profit margin in real time. And the same principle applies to products. What does it cost versus what do you want to sell it for? So to illustrate, if you are billing $75 an hour and your employee, say, costs you $25 an hour, easy math, that's $50 of your profit every hour. And you could say it's much like having a financial coach whispering in your ear, hey, this job is solid, or hey, don't do another one like this again. In reality, even if your numbers aren't perfect, start tracking them. Because remember, point number 1, visibility equals profitability. Now, I'm going to show you my screen and show you how the heavy lifting happens, how easy it is to configure this in Solvpro. So here you can see our dashboard. And the first thing we want to do is look at our user profile. So under operations, users, and we'll just take a look at my profile. So we're logged into a testing account here with a bunch of test data to illustrate different things. But this is how simple it is. I'm going to click on the user profile. Now we can see my billable rate is set to 75 and my labor cost is set to 25. Now, if you put that in one time for every employee, wherever you use that employee, on whatever job you put them on, it's going to use those numbers to calculate profitability. That's the heavy lifting done for you automatically. Let's illustrate that. So if we go over to work orders, and we'll pull up a work order here. Let's look at 1085. We can see here that we have an item, pavers, quantity of 50. It does the math. This is our retail amount. We have a labor estimate of $750. Well, how did we get that? Well, let's edit this work order because it applies to whether you're editing or adding. Click on labor estimate. And if we come down, we can see that we've put $10 10 hours against Scott as an estimate. And remember, we set my retail rate to $75. 75 times 10 is 750. So it automatically calculated a labor charge based on the work order that I'm going to anticipate it takes. Save the work order, and let's look at some heavy lifting for us. We can see it nicely summarized, but more importantly, come up to other actions and click on cost analysis. So at this point, we see our retail makeup, our total materials at retail, our total labor at retail, and we come on down, we have a cost basis, and our cost basis currently is just for the materials because we haven't entered any labor against it. So instantly we see our cost analysis taking shape. Now, the heavy lifting will be when we begin to add labor. It's going to adjust that for us automatically. And the beauty of a modern package like Solvpro is it allows you to do this against every job. It takes away all the headache. It does that heavy lifting for you behind the scene. Now, as we go back and we think about the second point that we want to talk about, we want to stop doing what we would call organizational theater. Now, see, contractors by far love getting organized. They color code their tools, their toolboxes, the bins on the truck. They color code their calendars, their fancy spreadsheets. They have 15 different apps that don't talk to each other, and we've all been there. But let's get real. That's not operational efficiency. That's organizational theater. You see, it looks good. It may even feel good right up until your crews still miss jobs, invoices still sit unpaid. The fix is to kill those bottlenecks. For most small service businesses, here are the top 5 bottlenecks they experience. Scheduling chaos, having to re-enter job information 2 or 3 or 4 different times, having to chase payments, having employees see your actual pricing, and constant miscommunication. See, all of this happens because more likely than not, your existing systems are disconnected. Over here, you might be using WhatsApp. Over here, you might be using Google Calendar. Here, we're using Excel, and we are all Excel ninjas nowadays. We've been forced to use many different apps. In many ways, you could say it's like herding cats. But for us, cats are getting the invoices and getting them paid. Solvpro solves this by letting you build a work order one time. To use that same work order through your proposal process to get approval for the job, and then schedule it after it's approved. So your job execution then has everything connected to it. When the job's done, an invoice can automatically be created and a payment request sent. No more copy-paste madness. No more re-entering from the proposal to the work order to an invoice. Solvpro brings to the table one simple, smooth workflow. Let me demonstrate this for you. So we'll go back to our work orders here, and we'll just look at this work order 85 that we just created. It's a basic work order, just like the one we looked at previously. And we can see on this work order, we have our payment terms, we have what type of work order it is. We have that an email approval is required, which means I can't schedule the job until I get approval from the customer. And in this one shot, we're going to give them everything they need to approve it. That's the heavy lifting. Well, how hard is it to get approval from the customer? We have the work order. We've entered everything. You simply click on Other Actions, Approval Request. Okay, one button there. It's already addressed to the customer. We want to send them the work order. I want to be efficient here and say, hey, send my payment terms and send my contractor notices as well with this request. That way I don't have to do it 2 or 3 times. It's all together. I'm going to hit send. Now that's heavy lifting. I don't have to send 3 or 4 emails. I send one with everything attached to it. Simple. Solvpro brings that to the table. A simple, clean workflow. Well, we can see now in our system that approval has been requested. That's the status of this work order. But let's go over to our inbox here and see what we have. There's a new email that just came in, work order number 1085. I click on it, it's an approval request. I can come down and, there's a separate PDF attached to it. I can see everything on the PDF. And look at the next pages. My contract's attached, my lien notice is attached. Everything I need to do business is attached to the approval request. It's so much simpler for your customer to get one request with all the documents. That's the heavy lifting. But now I can review it just by clicking on the big green review work order, and I see a preview of it, and my options are to decline it, to request changes to it, or to approve it. We'll click approve. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. So here now via email, I just approved everything about that. I sent them the work or a proposal. I sent all my terms and conditions, my payment schedule, etc. And the customer got one email with everything attached and they can approve it in one step. Let's go back to Solvpro. Now look at that. It automatically changed to approved. That's powerful. You see, we've eliminated all those steps, all that chaos, and the heavy lifting happens behind the scenes. So now this work order, 1085, is ready to be scheduled. It's approved. The customer knows exactly what they're going to be billed for, and it's ready to go. That is modern software. Let's, though, talk about our third point, and that is that the software has to be built for those in the field, not the desk. You see, your crews don't sit behind desks. They're in the trucks. They're on ladders. They may even be under a sink. So your software should work where they do, on their phones. So with the Solvpro app, and even the mobile version, your crew can see their jobs for the day, tap once to load the details, check off tasks if they were assigned, add notes, add photos, capture anything else they need to do, like additional items that were added in the field, additional labor added in the field. And guess what? They can toggle between English and Spanish at a click of a button, and then they can mark it complete. And they can do all of this on any job, 3 minutes or less, all on their phone. You see, if it takes longer to do that, they're going to be right back on WhatsApp before lunch. Solvpro keeps it simple, keeps it mobile, and if you're bilingual, it makes it bilingual. That's how you actually get adoption in the field by your crew. And let me demo how that could work for you. I'm going to share my screen, and we'll take a look at a mobile version of the app. So just imagine this being a phone. Again, I'm sharing my screen so you can see it, and I'm actually using my phone, and what's on my phone you see. And just to kind of highlight that to you, you can see it's my iPhone. I'm going to click on Solvpro, and what I get is a list of all my jobs for the day. And I can do a lot of things. I can clock in, at the morning, so I know when I started my day. And then for every job, for example, job 15 here, I'm just going to click on it. I can see the customer information. I can see other information. Oh, you know what? I can start my time on that job. So now a timer is running, collecting my time that I'm spending on this job in the field. And once I started it, now my tasks across the top open up. I can click on items and see any items. I can add new items. I can add notes. I can take pictures. And all of that gets attached to the job. And they're doing it all from the field on their phone. That's modern software. Powerful. Gives them the tools they need. I can also look at other customers. Maybe I got an emergency call to go talk to Joan Adams. Well, you know what? I can just click on Joan Adams, see the information on the phone about Joan, click the call button to make a phone call, click the map button to find out how to get there. All of that. Touch of the finger on the phone. Simple workflow. That's modern software that Solvpro brings to the table for you. Very powerful. Well, let's talk through the next point. Point number 4 of this discussion. Point number 4 is that data is what makes you money. And what we mean by that is that organization is nice, but data-driven decisions are what make you money. You see, Solvpro gives you the dashboards that will show you which jobs are profitable, which ones are dumpster fires, which crews are efficient, which customers may be paying late, which customers have just ignored the payment request altogether, what work orders are waiting to be approved. In real time, see your cost and your profit on every job, what recurring contracts are really worth it or not. You see, Solvpro eliminates the playing field. There's no more guessing. There's no more gut feel management. The clear data tells you what's working and what may not be working very well. When you can see your margins on a job, when you can see your crew efficiency or the payment patterns and have it all in one place, you stop reacting and now you're leading your business. That's refreshing, isn't it? That's really why you got in business, was to run your business. So if you're done losing hours and money to scattered systems, it's time to give Solvpro a try. You get a 30-day free trial. No credit card is required. We provide full free concierge onboarding. which means you get to talk to one of our team members, a real human, that will help you set it up. And in most cases, we'll set it up and integrate it with QuickBooks Online in 5 minutes or less. The link to this is in the description. Just simply click on it. Track your margins. Stop the chaos. Have a platform that can help you grow your business with clarity and confidence. Because the only thing better than running a profitable business is not having to babysit it while you do. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.